Not creeping up on
Yes,
you.
he was.
Do you want to get it? It's private. So if you'd like to get off, that'd be great.
This episode comes from Yardley Ski Auditing, so make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the support he deserves. Yardley Ski is filming in the car park at Kemp Police Station when an inspector walks over and immediately tries to move him on, acting like he has no right to be there. No clear rule is explained and no proper reason is given, just pressure for him to leave the area. More officers then join in with the same attitude, backing the inspector without really explaining or justifying anything properly. In the end, it feels less like a lawful instruction and more like they are relying on pressure and authority to force him to move, which falls apart when questioned and suggests they may not fully understand the limits of their own powers.
This is the police premises here.
Is it?
You're on police property here.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm in a car park.
Yeah, it's part of the police station.
Yeah, it's public.
It's not, I'm afraid.
Yeah, go on then, show me different.
Right, I'm going to ask you to leave again.
Section 33 under the Criminal Justice Act 1972 gives me public accessibility to the car park.
No, I'm afraid this is a private area.
Where does it say it's private?
Police station.
Where does it?
I'll ask you to come back out onto the main public area where I'm more than happy to talk to you.
Okay, so you are?
I'm Inspector Creed.
Okay.
To ask the public to remain on the
Yeah,
public
there's no
area.
signage. There's no signage. There's nothing blocking me
Well, you've
from
just
stopping
come-
me from walking round.
Well, there is a barrier there.
Yeah, that's for
and there's
cars.
a fence there.
That's for cars. I didn't jump over anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can help you with at all?
Yeah, you can stop abusing my rights and let me film.
The inspector comes in aggressively straight away, acting like his word alone is enough to make Yardley Ski leave without actually showing anything to support it. Yardley Ski mentions Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act, which relates to trespass on designated sites, and that matters because if an area is restricted, it should be clearly marked and properly identified. You can't just decide it in the moment. The inspector doesn't really answer that point, which makes it seem like he isn't properly dealing with the law being raised. There's also the obvious issue of signage. There's nothing showing that the area is restricted, no warning signs, no notices, nothing at all. That weakens the inspector's argument because if access hasn't been clearly limited, you can't suddenly create those limits on the spot. Instead of properly addressing any of these points, he just keeps repeating the same demand over and over.
It says there, vehicle gate. Pedestrians must use designated access gate only. Well, I'm a pedestrian, and basically that's telling me.
Getting through.
No, I didn't say that I'm going through, but it's not prohibiting me.
As part of our insurance reasons, as well as the security of the site, we don't allow members of the public on here. So that's why I'm asking you to leave and move out onto the public area.
Well, I'm going to decline because it's a car park. It's an open car park.
Okay.
Please don't creep up on me.
Not creeping up on
Yes,
you.
he was.
Do you want to get it? It's private. So if you'd like to get off, that'd be great.
Excuse me, Inspector.
That'd be
These
great.
are your
Private-
guys.
Is this private property?
These are your guys.
Private property.
Listen.
Would you like to go?
Step away from me, please.
No, I'd like you to move off.
Step away from me, please.
Area.
Step away from me, please. For me,
Just take a
please.
step back a second.
Exactly. Take a step back a second. Step away.
Right. Sir,
Step away. No, this guy is escalating the situation. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
DC 30,000.
Who?
30,000.
Yeah,
My
a little bit
number
like
is
Andre,
DC
yeah?
30,000. 30000.
Okay, that's your shoulder collar, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
The inspector starts throwing out anything he thinks might work, mentioning things like insurance and security, whatever sounds convincing in the moment. But none of those points are actual laws, and it makes it seem like he is searching for a reason instead of already having a valid one. At best, those are internal concerns, not legal powers he can enforce against someone standing in a public area. Then more officers arrive, and one of them quickly steps in close, trying to pressure Yardley Ski into leaving, which makes the situation feel more like intimidation than a normal conversation. It becomes so heated that the inspector has to tell his own colleague to back off, and that says a lot by itself. Even he can tell things are starting to go too far. When officers on the same side have to calm each other down, it stops looking like controlled policing and starts looking like they are losing their patience and composure.
Okay, show me your warrant card.
They don't have to show you a warrant card.
All right, then show me what? Show me some ID then.
You're speaking to me.
No. He came up to me, and you
these
saw how
colleagues- these are my
aggressive he
colleagues
came up to me.
who are with me.
Excuse me, Inspector.
I have asked you
I was talking
to
to
move
you,
onto the
and then
public
this
area.
guy DC 3000 come up to me in an
explained
aggressive manner.
why.
So you step away.
what I would
Otherwise,
like you to do now
identify yourself.
is before this
Inspector,
before this
I'm asking him to
escalates,
identify himself. You saw how
He's
threatening.
given you-
No, he came towards me
given
in a
you his
threatening manner.
identification.
He hasn't.
He hasn't
No,
threatened
he
you.
hasn't shown me no
but he has
identification,
threatened you.
Inspector. Unless you're going to identify yourself and show me your warrant card.
I've explained to you who I am.
No, you're in plain clothes. Right? Don't come up to me and threaten me like that. I don't know who you are. How many people am I talking to?
Me.
Yeah?
Hello.
Well, actually, I was talking to the inspector,
just-
so all you
if
guys
you-
just step
Can I
away.
ask
Step
all of you-
away, everybody.
Colleagues, if I can ask you just to move back.
Yeah,
slightly.
just go,
Right.
bye, go.
So,
Slide.
Right.
Yardley Ski asks to see the detective constable's warrant card, which is a reasonable and legitimate request, but the response only makes the situation look worse. Instead of clearly showing it, the officer turns it away from the camera, while the inspector backs him up by saying he doesn't have to show it, which is not a very convincing position. Under police guidance, officers are generally expected to identify themselves and show their warrant card when asked, especially during interactions with the public, rather than hiding it or acting like it is optional. That lack of openness raises real questions about transparency. Then another officer tries to get involved, and once again the inspector has to tell them to step back, which says a lot about how the situation is being handled. When several officers need to be pulled away, it no longer looks calm or professional. Instead, it starts to feel like a group pushing the situation too far, with the inspector trying to regain control after things have already escalated.
we've been speaking for a little while now, so what I
No,
would like you
I
to
do
do...
not want these people around
before
me.
my colleagues,
Well, I'm not going
what
nowhere
I'm
until they.
concerned about
No,
is
no,
there's a
no,
number
no.
of my colleagues now getting involved.
Well,
and they've
then
got
tell
other
them to
things
go.
be doing.
Tell them to go,
So what I would
Inspector.
like you to
Inspector,
do
please
is
tell
walk
them
with
to go.
me onto the public area.
Tell them to go first.
No, I'm not going to tell them to
Why?
go.
Section 4A, yeah? Public order. Yeah, I think so. Okay? So don't turn around and start saying that it's down to me. Tell these guys to slide away.
Colleagues, they are police employees.
Yeah?
They are entitled
And they don't
be
have to
within the
identify
police
themselves,
station.
no?
No, because you're on a police station.
Okay, they don't have to identify themselves.
No.
They do. Yes, they do. It doesn't matter where I am. They have to
haven't
identify
identified
themselves. I don't
yourself.
need to. I don't need to. Yeah.
In removing you from the private
What, forcibly?
area. Yes.
Didn't you say you wasn't going to forcibly remove me?
I do not wish to.
Might as well stop unless you're going to forcibly remove me.
I'm not going to forcibly remove
Okay.
you for anything.
Trespass is a civil matter.
There are
okay.
signs up
Where? Show me.
over there where I'm pointing.
The inspector tries to justify everything by telling Yardley Ski to leave because his own colleagues are getting involved, which completely shifts the focus. Instead of managing his officers properly, he places the blame onto Yardley as if he is the cause of the problem. Yardley Ski then mentions Section 4A of the Public Order Act, and while that is a serious threshold, it still raises a fair point. Being surrounded, pressured, and spoken to in that way could easily make someone feel harassed, but the officers do not really acknowledge that side of it. When Yardley asks why they have not identified themselves, the inspector's response only weakens their position further, saying they do not need to because they are at a police station or because Yardley has not provided his own details. That is not really how it works, since officers are still expected to identify themselves when dealing with the public, regardless of where they are, and linking it to Yardley refusing details suggests a poor understanding of basic professional standards. Before continuing, there is something I have been working on over the past few months with a small team. It is called Underwatch because, whether people like it or not, the legal landscape in this country is changing quickly.
And says what? What does it say?
It says this is Kent Police property.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. It's
There's
still
also a
public.
barrier
It's accessible.
fence.
It's accessible.
Okay.
Your guideline states that you should leave me alone. Why?
I'm fully aware of the guidelines.
Okay, you are fully aware of the guidelines?
Yes,
Trespass is a civil matter.
I am aware of that.
Okay.
Obviously, I would need your full details to be able to move that forward, and you'd refuse to give those to me, haven't you?
You're telling me that
Right.
I can't
This
stay
is now
here.
the last time I'm going to ask you if there's anything I can do to help you before I ask my colleagues to assist in removing you from police premises.
Come on then, let's go. Let's walk to where you tell me that there's
Okay?
signage.
It's over this way, please.
Identify yourself as
Hey,
well.
I'm good.
Do you want to identify yourself as well? Nah, no identification. Inspector, you run a shoddy lot here.
Yardley Ski clearly explains that their own guidance allows filming, and that even if trespass did apply, it would be a civil matter rather than something the officers could enforce in the way they were trying to. That point should really have settled the issue, but it gets ignored, which says a lot. When someone understands the rules better than the officers trying to enforce them, and those rules are still brushed aside, it exposes a clear gap between official policy and how it is actually applied in practice. What stands out even more is how firmly the officers stick to their position. There is no real effort to reassess the situation or step back and consider whether they might be wrong. Instead, they continue pushing the same stance no matter what is explained to them. It starts to feel more like a numbers game, with more officers arriving, more pressure being added, and more authority being used to push an outcome they cannot properly justify. In the end, Yardley Ski leaves, not because the officers proved they were correct, but because they refused to reconsider their position. That is the important part. When someone who appears to be acting within the law decides to walk away simply to end the situation, it does not strengthen the officer's actions. It highlights how unreasonable and one-sided the whole encounter had become.